Guys, and welcome back to the next episode of our Pokemon Theta Emerald EX Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we made it to Slateport City, and I think we got ourselves a new encounter. I can't actually remember. It's a new day of recording for me. We either got Georgie in the last episode or the episode prior, but you should definitely go back and watch all of the episodes to watch them again, like for the 8th time if you haven't already. I could use the views. Let's do a quick team recap because we haven't really done an in-depth team recap in a while. I was waiting until we got a full team of 6 to do an in-depth recap, but that doesn't seem like it's going to happen like anytime soon. So instead, we will do this. Like I said, our most recent member addition to the team is Georgie the Drifloon, the Ghost Flying type, Brave Nature with Air Cutter, Clear Smog, Ominous Wind, and Payback. Next, we have our starter Sashimi the Marsh Stomp. With a Careful Nature holding the Quick Claw, Aqua Tail, Rock Tomb, Water Pulse, and Mud Shot. Next, we have Wanda the Spritzy, the MVP of the second gym, with a Hasty Nature holding the Sylph Scark, yep, with Calm Mind, Fairy Wind, Drain Kiss, and Echoed Voice. And finally, we have Retro the Phantom, the Ghost Grass type, with a Hardy Nature holding the Miracle Seed, Rockin' Faint Attack, Horn Leech, Shadow Claw, and Growth. I actually like the team right now. I think we have a really nice setup here going into the fourth quarter, if you know what I'm saying. Is that football? Yeah, that would be a football reference. In today's episode, our goal, let's take a look at our map real fast. Did I ever get the map? Does it come standard on the 2017 PokéNav? I'm not sure. Yes, it does. So in the last episode, we are on Route 110 currently. Obviously, we've already gotten our Route 103 encounter thanks to the area. Well, we missed our 103 encounter, but we can't get an encounter there. 110 goes all the way up here, and as you guys know, we couldn't get any of our encounters in any of these nice water areas because the fishing rod is broken. Once we get to Mauville, though, well, we can't get an encounter on 118 either because of the fishing. We may be able to get a 111 encounter. I'm not sure yet if there's going to be grass there. I think the answer is no, but we will check nonetheless. There's definitely grass on Route 117, so at the very least, we're going to get a 117 encounter. I don't think you can get an encounter in Verdant Turf Town, and obviously this is Rust Turf Tunnel, which we've already got an encounter in, so we can't get an encounter there either. So maybe one more encounter in today's episode. Yeah, probably max one more encounter potentially, and that's about it, which is kind of unfortunate. And maybe not even in today's episode, depends how fast we want to go, because obviously we have the Trick Master's house. I should have probably not done this as a double battle. Yeah, Georgie's gonna get the heck out of here real fast. Found an Oranberry, cool. Like I said, probably shouldn't have done this as a double battle. Would have made more sense to, I mean, Sashimi is gonna be immune to their electric type. Their electric type attacks. We'll probably just go for that and hope they don't do any helping hand annoyingness. Electro Ball into Retro. Shouldn't be too bad. Like I said in the last episode, guys, I'm not totally sure. Excuse me. I'm not totally sure. Lightning Rod took the attack. Oh no. I'm glad I attacked that Plusle even though it did not die. It's gonna get a little bit of Oranberry heal back. We need to get rid of that thing as soon as possible. Swift is coming in. It's boosted special attack. It's not that big a deal. And it doesn't even affect Retro, so it's really not that big a deal. Mina going for the switcheroo. Gonna steal my Quick Claw. I better get that back at the end of this. You're gonna die probably this turn anyway. Sashimi, of course, is going to miss the Mud Shot, which is going to leave the Plusle on the field. And then, yeah, just fantastic things are gonna happen left and right here. Bestow, stop using these moves I've never heard of. Okay, another switcheroo. He decided he didn't want the Quick Claw. He was just scouting it out. Wasting turns really is what it's looking like. Is the Oranberry gonna proc? What an actual genius. Actually a pretty smart play, and he's probably gonna now live this Horn Leech, which is kind of obnoxious. Thankfully the Mud Shot does hit the Plusle, gonna take it out. Like I said in the last episode, guys, I'm trying to decide what to do. Sorry if I'm rumbling around with paper over here. I just noticed a notebook and I had to touch it. I am trying to figure out what to do with trainers in this game because they're not, you know, it's not that I don't want to do all of them. And in fact, I was gonna say, like originally I was like, what if I just skipped most of the trainers, did most of them in grinding montages, and then didn't skip, obvious big battles against like gym leaders, etc. But then I realized we've never actually lost a Pokemon against a gym leader. We've lost all of our Pokemon against just random trainers in the wild. So I kind of feel like I should be playing and be more invested in these kinds of battles. But at the same time, I don't want to. I feel like sometimes we're getting a little bit. It might just be because we're only rocking a party of 3. But I gotta feel like the party, at least at times, is feeling a bit over-leveled when we're going into some of these gyms. Maybe that will completely change as we head into the next gym, I'm not 100% sure. But I think I may start toning down the amount of trainer battles I do and probably wait and see like what kind of other Pokemon are we gonna capture and what level are those guys gonna be, because we may want to grind them up at a later date, which just reminded me I need to go back and get, I guess after we defeat the 3rd gym leader, I'll head back to Rustboro Town and get the XP share, so we can use that as well. But right now, with only 3 Pokemon, I gotta kind of feel like we are just a little over leveled, and even though it's a double-sided coin, it's a double-edged sword. Even though we are over leveled, we have less coverage on the team, so if we run into a type that really hurts us, then we could be in a potentially bad spot. But we really haven't run into a type that really hurts us yet, which I'm pretty happy about. So like I said, we have the Trick Master House, obviously. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Georgie, I'm still trying to get you a little bit trained up. We obviously have the Trick Master House right here. I'm being watched, where we can go in and do all sorts of fun stuff if we want to, but this is just more trainer battles. But there are also items involved, and there's also things to cut, which is a little bit obnoxious. Allow me to ominous win you very quickly and get taken out. And again, I also don't want to just like quickly speed through all of the battles in the game. See, we're like 4 levels up on these things, which means we're pretty much going to one-shot almost anything, which again, I don't want. That is the opposite of what I would want, because it takes some of the drama out of it, although, oh, I also got a Pokemon with cut. It takes some of the drama out of it. Oh, do I really want to teach somebody cut? Not really, with how small this team is. I guess I can get rid of growth. We're probably not going to use growth, and HMs are forgettable anyway, so it doesn't hurt as bad to have a Pokemon with growth this time around, just because again they're forgettable in this game, thankfully, which is an amazing change, and I can just kind of forget about it as soon as I finish this. But ooh, there we go. I was looking for these grass types, and in this case it's a grass bug type. Finally letting Georgie kind of spread his wings, which he doesn't have, more like the little cotton ball on top of his head. This notebook that I was ruffling around earlier. If I can catch a rufflet in this game, I would love a Braveyard. So Waddle coming in as well. You're about to get so dunked on. This notebook I'm ruffling around is all of my research I've been doing on cars. As you guys know, if you didn't watch the last couple episodes, I told my car last weekend, which was super duper fun. Love it, really good time. And right now I'm in the process of getting a new car, and as most things do whenever I set out to buy something new, my initial thought is just like, you just need the base model, you just need, like when I got this laptop. Look at this nice laptop. When I got the laptop, I was originally like, we're just gonna get a nice basic $500 laptop. It'll get the job done. Get yourself a nice Asus or a nice Dell or a something like that. But then as you start looking and you start doing more research and you start seeing the cool stuff that's out there, you're like, what if we're upgraded to a $1,500 laptop, which I don't ever use really? And that's what happens. I'm now rocking a $1,500. Ooh, that's scary. We're now rocking a $1,500 laptop that I use like once in a blue moon. So, ooh, careful with the double metal claws. You're scaring me a little bit. And so I'm trying to calm myself down from doing the exact same thing with these cars. Originally I was like, 10,000, 15,000 max, you're gonna pay it off over like the next 5 years or so. Look for something like that. Nah, I don't think we need leech seed. Look for something like that, don't get too crazy with it and you'll be in a good spot. And originally that was the plan, and originally that was going pretty well, but then you start looking at the new 2019 models, or even the 2018, and you look at the nice SUVs. And so I'm kind of like, basically going into this, I was like, I'm just gonna end up with a 2015 Toyota Corolla or a 2015 Hyundai Sonata. Like, give me the most basic car a car company has and give me like 3 years old, $10,000, boom, put it in the bank. But now I'm looking and I'm like, because here's the other problem. I'm at like a weird impasse in my life where obviously I wasn't expecting to total my car. That kind of came out of nowhere and I wasn't totally ready for it. Trickmaster is fabuloso. I wasn't totally ready for it. you've made it to me. You're sharp. It took me all night to plant all those trees. Draw must make one greatest by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. Find you have earned the rare candy. Thank you. So again, I could do like 1,000,000 of these, but I'm already a little over leveled. So I think, what if I didn't? I obviously wasn't planning on totaling my car, and now I'm, having to deal with the consequences of those actions. Not the actions, but the circumstances that have led to. Oh, there's an item over there. I would like to grab that item. So again, if it's a trainer battle that's gonna lead to an item for me, I think I will probably do it. Although I think I will split these into 2, because this guy looks like he's gonna be a fighting type trainer, and I would like to use Drift Loon against him. But the other guy's a rocker, so he's probably gonna have electric types, and then I can't use Drift Loon against him. So this makes more sense. Although it is a Scraggy. It's actually not smart for Georgie to stay in because of the dark type possibility. He could have actually used Pursuit there, which would have been really bad as well. So I didn't want to deal with it. We'll go into Wanda, we'll go for the quad effective Drain Kiss, and we'll be totally fine. Brick Break is also resisted, so not a big deal. I mean, these are level 22, so maybe we could use some of the training now that I look at it a little bit more. I don't know. I can't decide anything, just like this car. But so since I'm looking at this weird point in my life where I wasn't anticipating on getting a new car, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm 23 years old. I'm not really planning on getting married or having children anytime soon. So, but I would anticipate that this car is probably gonna last me 10 years or so would be the goal, is that this car lasts me for about 10 years. Which would mean, I really hate that, which would in theory mean that this will be my last car purchase before I have kids and a family and blah blah blah. And in those cases you gotta be way more practical when you're choosing what kind of car you want to own. Like basically by the time I get there, I'll probably have something like safety will be the #1 important feature. And you think coming out of it, just tolling my car, I would really value safety, which I kind of do, but ooh, hex, yes please. But I also am realizing like this is the last chance probably until I'm like 50 to drive something fun. A sports car of some sort, or a 2-door, or a, something a little bit maybe less practical, like a really tiny subcompact SUV or something like that. Something that's gonna get a little bit of, something that's gonna be fun to drive, but not very practical. Like obviously a tiny little subcompact SUV is not gonna be great if I ever have kids down the road, because where the heck you gonna put them in there? Or like a nice. I can't think of the other stuff I'm looking at. Your basics, your sports cars. I've got a pretty strict budget. Like I said, originally I was looking 10,000 to. You know what? Let's fight this lady. We could use some grass type Pokemon to destroy. Originally I was looking like no greater than 15,000, and now that's gotten bumped up to 20,000. But I'm still trying to keep it generally under 20,000. So it still keeps me like even old Camaros and Mustangs from like, they got to be at least 4 years old to be under that point. And the insurance, and then like again I start thinking about, I'm like, the insurance is going to be so high, is it even worth it? So I'm kind of torn right now between wanting to, I'm obviously my hands being kind of forced here because I need a car as soon as possible so I can get to work and stuff. Excuse me, that was extremely rude that you would do that to me. It was extremely rude that you would do that to me. I don't think there's anything else over that way. So what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna go heal, and then we're gonna go take on May, because I believe we have a trainer battle incoming. Who's she gonna lead with? I have no idea, but I'm gonna put Wanda out front, because I don't think she's gonna lead with a steel or poison type. So we should be fine with Wanda. But yeah, so it's a weird. I don't know. If you guys have fun cars that you think are really fun to drive that you personally own, let me know in the comments below, and maybe it'll help me. Although by the time this comes out, I probably will have already bought one, because like I said, I'm kind of trying to speed up the process. But maybe by this time I will have already. Maybe by this time I will have already chosen one. I have no idea. I will obviously let you guys know along the way. But yeah, that's the weird spot I'm in right now. I'm in a weird age, 23. Again, it's like my first car, I didn't want to get a sports car because you're super young and your insurance rates would literally be to the moon. So I got, just a super cheap used vehicle for my first one. But now I was expecting that car, honestly, to get me to the point where I was gonna have kids and I was gonna go something practical. And then, you know, by the time you're 50 and your kids move out, then you say, okay, well now I can, you know, get something a little bit more exciting. I can get that nice sports car I've always dreamed of since I was a young boy. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, if I don't buy one of those now, I'm probably not gonna get one. Like I said, probably not having kids till like 30 plus, maybe ever, but at least 30, which would mean they're not out of my house till I'm like 55, which would mean that's the next closest time that I could, oh, please don't do this to me. Which means that would be the next closest time that I could purchase a sports vehicle of sorts. So I don't know, I'm in a weird spot, and I'm kind of just basically using this as an opportunity to work out my thought process with you guys, and I didn't reach a conclusion, so that doesn't help. Hi Gilmore, long time no see. While I was searching for other Pokemon, my Pokemon grew stronger. So how about a little battle? Okay. Another rival battle. May did destroy one of our Pokemon. I actually lied. I said no gym leaders have taken out Pokemon. That was true. But she's an important trainer. Ooh, this is level 22. She is an important trainer, and she did take out one of our Pokemon the last time we faced her in Rustboro City because of that Wailmer. So I will not be messing around this time with the Wailmer. When the Wailmer comes in, we're going straight into Phantump. Phantump is our buddy, and what we're going to be using to do all of that. That almost took out the little boy here. Aerial Ace, you're still quicker than me. Gotta give you some props for that. You get me pretty low on HP. The Water Pulse is gonna take out the Swellow, thankfully. This battle's a little scary, but shouldn't be too bad. A Ponyta is coming in next. I mean, it really just makes sense for me to stay in, even though I would like to spread the wealth a little bit Bernie Sanders style, but it really just makes more sense for me to stay in. Heal up, because what's this thing gonna do to me? Double kick, okay, I'm not worried. And then I can hit it with a nice Aqua Tail, which should one-shot this thing, I would think. I don't think Ponyta's known for being particularly defensive. There's a good example. I'm at the point in my life where I'm like, do I want to ride a Ponyta? It's nice and fast, but you know, maybe not the most reliable. Or do I want to go back to Old Faithful? I'm talking about, I can't think of a Pokemon equivalent of like a Toyota Prius, but you know, Wailmer's coming in next. I told you I wasn't messing around. I would love to get Wanda up to level 25 near everybody else. We're going straight into Horn Leech. We're just gonna one-shot this thing unless he confuses me, in which case I would like to punch him in his face. He didn't do it, so I will keep my fist to myself. And we are gonna one-shot him with the Horn Leech, like I thought. Final Pokemon is Grovyle, which is a perfect opportunity for Georgie. Georgie is a great addition to the team. A flying type in general was a great addition to the team. Level 25 is kind of scary. Okay, that didn't do a whole bunch. We're good, we're good, we're good. You had me nervous for a second, but we're not. We don't need to be nervous anymore. One more Air Cutter will get the job done, and he goes for the Giga Drain on the second turn. I guess he wants some HP back, but that's gonna do almost 10 more than Pursuit. You better land this Air Cutter, man. Thank you so much, Georgie. I don't gotta pop ya. Appreciate it. George is going to gain some juicy experience from that. Quickly going from, okay, didn't quite get to level 26, but almost. Yikes, you're better than I expected. Got 1440 for winning. Gilmore, you've been busy training too, haven't you? I think you deserve a reward. This is from me. Obtain the item finder. Got item finder. That's an item finder. Try it out. If there's an item that's not visible, it emits a sound. Okay, Gilmore, let's meet again. I know it's a little silly coming from you, but I think you should train a lot harder for the next time. Oh, really? You think you're going to take out my Pokemon next time? Because I don't think so. Let's heal the squad real fast. We still got 16 potions left, so we're really just trying to get through all of those. And now, let us quickly and quietly... Oh, there's that Electrike I would have loved to have. Please, though. Please, though. Please, though. I don't know if we could put Wanda out front, because she's kind of slow. We may have to go with Sashimi instead. Our whole squad's kind of slow. Let's take a look at these speeds. 36, 29, 37, 25. Whole squad's a little sluggish, so that may not be an option. Keeping Wanda out front. Okay. See, there's just two dudes. They're just having a march off, so we don't care about them. They're not guarding an item of any kind, so I don't really care to battle them if I don't particularly have to. Here, it's looking like I'm gonna have to battle them. So it's, oh, there's the tree, so cute. Here it's looking like we're gonna have to battle these guys, so I am gonna break them up 1v1 just to make it a little bit easier for us. Let's send in Retro here. This man's going for teleports, silly dog. Sashimi goes to level 27. Wants to learn Rock Slide? Absolutely, we're gonna get Rock Slide over Rock Tomb because it's amazing. Wanted to send in a Kadabra next. I think Retro can tank a Confusion or a Psybeam from a Kadabra. I think we should be totally fine here. Yeah, it was a lot of damage, but we're totally fine. A little bit of PTSD from when I sent Pancham in against the Kadabra, but you know what? It's fine. I'm not concerned in the slightest about it. I failed to prophesize my own demise. That's right, you did. Let's heal up our Pokemon real fast. We do use a lot of potions in this playthrough, I must say. Yes, this person could have seen us from there, which is unfortunate. Did she say she fell off Cycling Road? I mean, I'll give her a little bit of props because I'm impressed that you're still standing here on planet Earth after falling from that bridge on a bike. You gotta at least have some straight, those knees look perfect. Those are impeccable knees. I don't know how she emerged from that unscathed. There's an elixir. The random items we found thus far, gotta admit, pretty lame. Not the greatest items we've seen thus far. Okay, here we are. Again, that fisherman's minding his own business, so I'm not gonna bother him. I don't think Cycling Road we can't get an encounter in Cycling Road anyway. There is like, I think there's a trainer over there and maybe a TM, if I remember correctly, but we'll need to get the bike first, obviously. Do you check the TV at all? I do not frequently. Actually, I don't even do that in real life anymore. Many a year ago, I watched a lot of TV, but honestly, in the last several years or so, just not been a very top priority of mine. Look at these TMs. That's Venoshock. That's E-Speed. That's Facade. Low Sweep? An attack that boosts power if others use it too. I have no idea what that move is. An electric attack that may rate it's energy, or that's charge beam. We got Sky Drop. Oh, that's Bulldoze, not Earthquake, but Bulldoze would still be a great move for Swampert to know. We're gonna buy that eventually. Knocks away the foe. Dragon Tail. U-turn. Power up punch. There's over 100 TMs in this game, and that's Drain Punch. That's insane. There's some amazing TMs there, but we don't really have the monies to make those work right now, unfortunately. Free balls. Just a whole bunch of drives. Just a whole bunch of drives for Genesect. Maybe we'll get Genesect later in that house. I have no idea. Again, it's a different game. So this is the Rock Smash guy. So I will take Rock Smash. This is a different game. So it's worth checking if people can give me stuff. It stinks because I can see water there, but I don't think we can get to it to get a Mauville City encounter. Quite unfortunate. Look, it's right there. If we could get over there, not that we can do a fishing encounter anyway, but you know, in theory we could. Let's get our bicycle. This man is not here, but instead he's left. He just leaves the bikes on the table like the worst shop owner of all time. Although I will say having the two bikes is fantastic because now you don't have to swap between them. Okay, so over here on Route 118, obviously we have trainers to fight, but we can't get an encounter here anyway. Yes, there's the water, but I kind of think we're gonna have my one gripe with 3rd gen is there's literally so much water on the map. And especially in a non-randomized Nuzlocke like this, and especially also we have Swampert as our starter, we're gonna end up with so many water types that anywhere that we can minimize the number of water type encounters we're gonna get, I think we should. So, I think we wait on the 118 encounter until we have Surf, and then we can get across there and then get our 118 encounter over there. Let's check real fast, 1 second. That man, does he usually have blue hair? I wanna say he dyed his hair. I wanna say he dyed his hair a little bit. I wanna say it's usually yellow? I have no idea. I'm the bard, would you like to hear my song? Shake it what? Shake it, do the diet dance. I like it, but I'm also gonna change this from shake it, do the adult dance. That's what I'm talking about. That's a much better song. Thank you kindly, let me sing it for you. I don't like it at all. It sounds a little bit like, reminds me a little bit of Animal Crossing, the way he's talking there, so we're gonna ignore that. I'm gonna throw up real quick. Welcome, how may I serve you? This lady's just giving away evolution stones. What is a link cable? Oh, I wonder if this is this game's, method of dealing with trait evolutions. Instead of saying like Machop or Machoke evolves into Machamp at 38, I wonder if instead you use a link cable. Potentially, if we get a Pokemon that evolves via... I work for the Move Academy in the city. The thing is, we have no students right now. That's why I'm drinking a lot of fresh water here. Ah, if only I could. I'd love to teach you a move to Kel. This town is nuts. This town is straight bonkers. The roads of this town stretch north, south, east, and west. Because of that, we get all sorts of Pokemon, people coming through. I wonder, hold on. How... We have 2 Pokemon in my party that I'm honestly not familiar with. Being Phantump and Wanda. I want to know how they evolve. Hey Google, how does Phantump evolve into Trevenant?
I found these results.
Phantump Pokedex. What level does Phantump evolve at? Question mark? Trade. Trade? Hold the phone. Let's see if this actually works like I think it does. It says link cable. Let's see if this actually functions like I think it does. I'd like to buy a link cable. How much is it? 2,100? We got the monies for that. Does this work like I think it works? Link cable. Why is that grayed out? Oh, it just looks like that. Use. What? What level does Spritzy evolve into Aromatisse?
According to Bulbapedia, Bulbagarden, Spritzy is a fairy-type Pokemon introduced in Generation V. It evolves into Aromatisse when traded holding a sachet.
Trade! We have 2 trade evolutions? Does this work? Dude, the squad's about to get so much stronger. I don't know if this is the right move. It might be a situation where after you evolve these things, they don't learn moves anymore. But I don't care. I want a Trevenant on my team. Look at that sprite. There's something about seeing these 6th gen Pokemons with 3rd gen sprites, and oh my god, they look good. Once learn Leech Seed again, no, I don't care about Leech Seed. Stop learning Leech Seed, yes. Hold the phone. Can I buy another link cable from you, ma'am? Thank you so much. And can I then use that link cable to also evolve Wanda? Look at Retro. Trevenant's sprite is overtaking the whole screen. Mauville, the city of evolution. This is the best thing that has ever happened to me in my entire life. 2 evolutions. I was just about to say, actually, I was like, my whole argument I made in like episode 2 for not randomizing it so we could see more evolutions. We've only seen 1 evolution in the whole thing. I'm not the biggest Aromatisse fan, but you know what? You're gonna be stronger, and that's really all that I care about, is the fact that you're gonna be stronger. Let's take a look at these guys now. Look at that attack stat, dude. Oh, Trevenant is gonna punish fools. You're still so slow. Good special attack, though. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Okay, well that's like one of the best things that's ever happened. Why does she look, her sprite looks shiny there, but I think some of the sprites are just a little bit messed up. That's okay. Wally, what are you doing in front of the gym? Oh, Uncle, please, I want to challenge the gym and see how much better I've become. Please, may I please? Now hold on, Wally. Since you started living with Pokemon, you've grown up quite a lot stronger, but don't you think you're pushing it to suddenly challenge a gym? I'm not pushing it. If I combine forces with Ralts, we could beat anyone. Oh, hi, Gilmore. I've gotten a lot stronger since we met. Gilmore, I want you and my uncle to understand that. Gilmore, will you please have a Pokemon battle with me? We will. But we're going to do that at the beginning of the next episode, because we already did 1 rival battle in this episode. I don't want to do 2 of them. Might be getting a little bit insane, and we're about to hit that 30-minute mark. So it seems like a good time to end things off, if you ask me. But I do want to thank you guys so much for watching. Nothing's coming to my brain. Nothing's coming to brain. No outros are coming to brain. But I will see you guys next time.